The Fall of Runescape by Kreyven Morhed. The greatest warrior in all of Runescape discovers the one thing he has never found before. Love. By the way, this story is NSFW, so if you don't want to listen to a monotone who's been drinking for the last hour read you a story about a RuneScape character getting fucked, you're just gonna want to click away. There once was a hero who went by the name Buttsex69, who was known all across the land of RuneScape as the greatest fighter who had ever roamed the land. He had slain every type of beast in existence, from the lowly rabbit chicken and heat to the fearsome black dragons that were jacked up on Metapaws. Okay, what the fuck? Jacked up on Metapaws. I'm RuneScape fanfic, never fucking mind. Dogs outside barking like a moron. Typical fucking Tuesday. He had also proven his skills in the dreaded wilderness, slaying servants of the Dark Lord such as Negerfucker. Really? Negerfucker? Okay. The dreaded knight who had made his earnings by molesting small 13-year-old boys. It was Buttsex69 who decapitated Puppy Balls, the treacherous scammer who made a living scamming what he called stupid knob F4G5. What the? Forg5? Forg? Stupid knob Forg5. Alright. But there was one thing that Buttsex69 had never encountered, and that was love. Oh sure, he had his fair share of girlfriends such as AutoFuck321 and Skater Girl. She didn't really count though, and she wasn't really a girl. ... But that's not the love I'm talking about. You see, although Buttsex had his fair share of bitches, he had never actually stuck his hoo-ha dilly in a girl's cha-cha. Oh my god. Buttsex69, the greatest fighter in all of RuneScape, was a virgin. Some say that he is a faggot. Okay, Buttsex69 is now OP. Others say he doesn't even know what sex is. In the end, it doesn't even matter. He was still a virgin. Nobody knows why exactly he is a virgin after all the years he's played. Most people assumed that he had lost his virginity to AutoFuck321 due to the fact that she could be heard saying, "Oh god, fuck me harder, you dirty pig. Oh god, yes, yes, pound my fucking ass, you bastard." Over and over again on the regular basis. Little did people know that the day Buttsex69 lost his virginity would mark the beginning of the dark era of RuneScape that would be forever known as the Rape of Runescape. Actually, give me 5 fucking seconds. I want to Google the Rape of Runescape. Urban Dictionary, RuneScape rape. Alright, that's a good first thing. RuneScape rape, having such amazing hacksaw skills that you can make your RuneScape characters actually rape other characters in the middle of a path, out in the forest, or taken to a place where there is a bed. While the only thing you can do about is watch and maybe scream profanity at the computer screen, it gives it more effect if you are wearing a Santa suit. The character being raped does not have to be female, it can also be male, and the RuneScape rapist can also be female. Why is this a fucking thing? One day, Buttsex69 was out cutting wood to sell on the gold exchange. Suddenly, a wood nymph appeared out of nowhere and attacked him. Despite the fact that the wood nymph was level 99999, Buttsex didn't run. He never ran from a fight. The battle lasted for hours, and near the end, Buttsex noticed that his PP hose, as he called it, seemed to be developing rigor mortis. The fuck is rigor mortis? Rigor mortis. Rigor mortis, Wikipedia, is an article is about the sign of death for the uses of rigor mortis. Rigor mortis, Latin rigor stiffness, mortis of death. So, the third stage of death. Back to the fucking story. Where the hell am I? He wasn't the only one who noticed this. The nymph looked down and screamed. Before he could even blink, the nymph took off running. Buttsex, who wasn't a merciful killer, took off after the nymph, his pee-pee hose still rigged. The nymph tripped and fell flat on his face. Buttsex, unprepared for the nymph's sudden fall, tripped over the nymph and fell not onto, but into the nymph. The nymph screamed in horror, but Buttsex just stood there, transfixiated by the sudden wave of pleasure that washed over him. After a few seconds, instinct and the skill of the trade, learned from puberty, took over. He began to thrust forward and backward. His mouth hung open in a retard grin, and his eyes had rolled up to look at the sky. The nymph had gone silent, amazed that she couldn't feel anything due to Buttsex's short dick. Buttsex took no notice of this. Instead, he sat on the tree stump, contemplating his newfound discovery. He had perfected every skill known to man in RuneScape, but here was a new one. He briefly wondered if he would be rewarded a sexy new cape if he raised his sex skill to 99, like with the other skills. Well, he thought, there's only one way to find out. He started off small, fucking chickens, imps, cows, and goblins. What a fucking furry. After that, he moved on to the bigger things such as guards, skeletons, and zombies. What a freak. He didn't just fuck monsters and NPCs either. If there was a fish or a bucket of water lying on the ground, chances are that item had been fucked by Buttsex69. After months of fucking items and NPCs, he decided it was time to move on to more. Not even muff diving with dragons could satisfy him. He took his newfound ability to the wilderness, where he found PFP, player fucking player, on a regular basis. During this time, there was a couple of new tips you had to follow to escape the wilderness with your asshole the same size it was before. Don't bend over, even if there was 200 party hats lying right there. You should never, ever bend over to pick them up. Kneeling wasn't much better, as you were exposed another weak point. Specifically, the ear canal. What the fuck? Oh my god. Watch out for a guy running around without any clothes. Chances are that it is either him or one of his victims. If it's his victims, he might be nearby. Buttsex69 started his own clan called the Players of Runescape, and they raid the wilderness on a regular basis, so it'd be best to stay out of the multi-combat areas. Eventually, his reign of molestation had ended by a girl who went by the name Shitty Tits. Shitty Tits filled her vagina... Shitty Tits filled her vagina with razors and then traveled to the wilderness. When Buttsex attempted to fuck her, he received severe lacerations all across his genitals and died a few miles away from where he had sustained the wounds. The fucking end. Right, now it's time for a review. I did not have enough alcohol for this. It started off trolly, climaxed pretty trolly, then he climaxed, that was still trolly, then it ended on a pretty, even more trolly basis. Oh my god. I'm done. Review score. I'll give it a bronze helmet out of rune plate armor. Yeah.